Yeah, today we are going to discuss about this data independence in DBMS. Data independence in DBMS, it refers to the capacity to change the schema. It's like a structure of the database without affecting the application, programs, or user views that access the data. It is a fundamental concept that simplifies database maintenance and enhance flexibility. Yes. Yeah, you're having this data independence in DBMS as external level, conceptual level, and physical level. We are storing these databases as the physical level, conceptual level, and the external level. We are having this physical data independence and the logical data independence. We are in an age where data is considered the new world's currency, right? So, because this has become such a precious entity, there should be a proper mechanism to handle the data. Hence, this database management system has been put in place for this. DBMS as a software systems that store, retrieve, and run queries on data. And with DBMS, the concept of data independence comes up. This data independence is a concept in database management system that can be used to modify the information without affecting the result of the external program execution in the system. Yes, it means that the ability of the data to change the structure at one level of the database without having to change that structure at the next higher level. In simple words, we can say that data independence is a property of the database that allows the user or database administrator to change the structure to one level without affecting the data or structure at another level. This is of about database independence. We are having these two data independence um, between the physical and the conceptual. We have just connect this physical data independence and the conceptual and the external will have logical data independence. Yeah, we have stored this DB database in the in this we are going to store this database and we are having this physical schema and conceptual schema. After completion of this physical, then it will be more into this logical. Then we have this conceptual schema. We are having the three views of this conceptual schema. The between database and the physical schema, we'll call it as a physical layer. And this physical schema and conceptual schema will call it as conceptual layer, and the between of this conceptual and the viewers will call it as external layered view and user. Clear? Yes. Yeah. To achieve data independence, the first step is to ensure your data abstraction. Data abstraction, it can be defined as extracting the required data by ignoring the remaining unnecessary details or unnecessary data. If you take an example of this real world entity, for example, ATM is one of the best example to get uh, example of this abstraction. We all use an ATM machine for cash withdrawals, money transfers, etc. Yes, yeah, this is one of the real world example of this data abstraction. The main purpose of this data abstraction is To achieve data independence, we are having three different layers: physical or internal layer, conceptual or logical layer, and external or view layer. And we can also call it as the level of this external, logical, and the view. The first we are going to discuss this physical or internal layer. This physical level is the lowest level of data abstraction, and it indicates how the data will be stored and describes the complex data structures and access methods to be used by the database. The internal level is used to describe the entire database architecture. Yeah, physically. And coming to the next one, it's a logical level. We can also call it as the conceptual. This database schema is additionally called the logical structure because it defines the logical relations between the data. The separation of the conceptual view from the internal view, it enables us to provide a logical description of the database concept. It's just without the need to specify any physical structures. The conceptual level comes between the physical level and the view level. It provides the link. It provides the link between the external schema and the internal schema of the database. Yeah, here and the view level, it is the highest level of data abstraction. This external level describes the user's interaction with the centralized database management system. This level is used to provide a graphical user interface. A graphical user interface, and that user doesn't know about this file structure and the access method and other internal details of this database.